the unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. On the visitors' sideline is Klint Kubiak, the head coach of the Raiders. His team making the long flight, always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. On the other side is counterpart, the Jets head coach. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. The return starts from the 5. Good coverage by the kick team. Force him to start out back at the 23-yard line. The #1 overall pick coming off the historic season in Bloomington, winning the Heisman Trophy, and Fernando Mendoza leading the Indiana Hoosiers to a national title. Now he leads the Raiders.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
An early chest to start this one. 3rd and inches. He'll try to pick it up with Jeanty. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37.
Nothing worse than a 3-and-out if you're on offense to start the game. It's just a bad way to start for any offense. So nice job at not allowing that to happen. Got some good blocking at the point of attack. And now they're going to see if they can get into some more of these opening script plays as this drive continues.
Holding offense.
That's on the former All-Pro, Jack Conklin.
Still first down.
Out of his gun, Mendoza. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
To throw on second down, it is Mendoza. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Jeanty. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
On first down, Mendoza. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for Jack Bech that time, and it'll bring up second down. Mendoza to throw again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on third down, Mendoza. He'll get this off to Jeanty. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. He'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. that is terrific.
The Jets
Out
take
of
over
bounds,
first and
inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
Out come the Jets on offense, and their quarterback, Cade Klubnik, the 4th-round pick out of Clemson.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Klubnik to throw here on 2nd down, and the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 2nd down, here's Mendoza. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mendoza. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Devontae Sweat, he gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Cole now on to punt, and that kicks away. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Wayne Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Klubnik. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun is Klubnik. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. The Raiders offense about ready to take over once more. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Mendoza to throw on 1st down. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On 2nd down, Genty. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chain.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, Raiders.
We are through one. 2-0 is indeed the score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mendoza. The pressure is going to cave in on him. He will go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Mendoza now on 2nd down. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Mendoza. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the Raiders. This brought in out past the 20. Whoa, and some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Oh, the ball comes out. And it looked like one of the Jets was able to get in there and secure it. And they did, so they keep. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
6 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the zone read, it's a give to Hunt. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really... of how they're taught to carry the ball, and they talk about the points of pressure, and the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Genty. Past midfield. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. 45 yards. First and 10 now from the 36. Keep it on the ground with Genty. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Short throw, that's pulled in by Mayer. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
We'll try the zone read on first and 10. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Back at the 27.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Man in motion here is Tucker. Now a second down throw for Cousins. He'll find 50 out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's taken in. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. Hayes' kick is good. And the Raiders will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? You're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Jets offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Of course, Tuesday is Election Day, so this Sunday, a couple of days shy of the election, probably be a landslide of Washington Commanders fans in the building, although the Eagles do travel well up I-95. Philly at Washington for the Sunday nighter, that traditional divisional matchup. And on Monday night, you'll have the Seahawks, who hosted Kansas City last Sunday night. Another primetime game for the defending champions as they welcome the Chicago Bears.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake, and here's Klubnik. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. Out of the gun, here is Klubnik. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Klubnik. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
He'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Klubnik. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. What a try. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Jets will up it to a 2-point lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh! And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. The ball's out. And one of the Raiders able to get back in there and secure possession. So
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Klubnik. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Klubnik now from the gun. Over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
On the handoff, this is Genty. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. T'Vondre Sweat there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
1st and goal.
29 yards in all. And they'll have it 1st and goal. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Douglas in motion. Here's Genji. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive. Find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On the ground, it is Hunt to start this drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake.
Some shades of Dan Marino in that vintage play of the fake spike touchdown, but in this case, wasn't nearly as deceptive and wasn't nearly as productive.
Third down, they need 5. Now, Klubnik. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, it's Hunt. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Eric Stokes. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4. Looking to throw is Klubnik. The open man is Wilson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver, you see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
8-yard line.
They'll run with Harris. Marked down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Here's Klubnik. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. To throw is Klubnik. Now a screen set up for Harris.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Field goal would give them the lead, but they're going to keep the offense out there. They're going to go for this on 4th and goal. And this will pay off. It is caught. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
What a big call there. It's 4th down. A field goal gives you the lead, but they clearly want more. Like, we see so many teams going more towards the 4th down, keep the offense on the field. 3 points don't get you the win. This shows so much confidence in this offense by this coaching staff.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Once again, it's Genty. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Vegas.
11 on the play. And the Raiders 1st down.
They go play action with Cousins. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Side of midfield.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down. 3rd time out there for the punt team, and the kick's away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They will run it over center with Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 was that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Klubnik gonna throw on first down.
Pass complete to Kareem Hunt. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 50-yard line.
So they have it second and 1. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
Third down and 1.
They'll look to pick it up with Hunt. And the drive will continue. Good run down to the 44. And a first down.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. Fourth quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
On first down, they're going to go back to Hunt. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 44-yard line.
Klubnik. A diving effort there, just out of his reach. Incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put the one behind you.
Now the Raiders are going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now they'll pitch it out here. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
Over the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's third and 4. They'll run with Hunt. And he's brought down to 17, but that's going to be good enough. Down, picked up.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a third down stop, but they pick up just enough to get first set of downs.
Give them 12 yards on that one and give them first and goal. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. Down to the 2. He gets about 3 yards on that one.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. One more time, it's Harris. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
The crowd at MetLife on their feet for third down. They'll drop to throw. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. We are set for fourth and long. Man in motion here is Tucker. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
On 1st and 10, it is Klubnik. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. And they just took a timeout. 2 seconds to go. This one's decided. Not sure they needed to take the timeout, but take it with them. This one all but over. Here's third down. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to